Okay. We should be good now for real this time. Okay, what is my goal right now? I think I'm still working on getting the gems, right? Yeah. And I have my spreadsheet, and I have some calculations pulled up. First layer, jewelry knowledge. Okay, I see. I'm just running through this for knowledge materials. And that be them. Excellent. My goal has been remembered. Going from 9th Dawn 3 to this game is definitely a little bit trippy. Not trippy, a trip. Because I mean, one, just the movement speed was so much slower. Or the remake was had such a nerfed speed in comparison to 3. Like look how far I went in that one roll, you know? Ninth Dawn grinding. Hello, Koke. How goes it? Right now, all I'm doing I'm just running through this dungeon, grabbing some materials for some gem crafting for the item journal. I figure I might as well, you know, potentially complete the jewel crafting journal while I'm at it, because that in and of itself is its own grind fest. I do believe I have. Did I capture everything in the cursed layer? Hold on. I gotta pull up the fucking 9th Dawn guide. Locations. Cursed layer. Pretty sure I did. But I'm gonna double check. Plagued Crawler not captured. I will keep an eye out for you. Fire Out Spirit, Shadowed Spirit, Braided Spirit, Demon Spawn, Wraith King, Holy Spirit Walker, Crypt Fellworm, Lich, Warlock, Frost Surfini, Bowlhound, Hollow Bowlhound, and Death Bowlhound, a Horned Honoriute, and a Sinister Clonbard. Test. Hi. You got OCDs. What brought that on? Oh wait, hang on. Was that... I was telling him how I like to clean the Blender bases? I see. So it wasn't a comment about my spreadsheets. For a second, I thought I missed the point, and it was a comment directed... It was a question directed at me. Bro's cleaning Blender bases. What I said was no, I'm the manager's kid. What I was thinking was no, because I do my fucking job. That's crazy. Sounds like you're having a grand old time at work then. Oh, actually, we crushed the clothes. I wasn't offended, just so out of pocket it made me laugh. So true. Oh, shit. Hold on. I see one of the... walkers. You wait here. You guys are alive. I need you to go to storage. Okay. I see you up there. Is this guy coming at me? Alright. Hey, buddy. Huh? Here we go. Got him. It was so slow we could just get to the checklist, no problem. True. Alright, hi Jeremiah, I'm back. We're gonna name this little asshole. Test. Nice home Wi-Fi. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably bring back Rolf. And a couple others. I'll bring you, Kukus, and Quelshi. Router, I beg. I was asking how was your evening? My evening was pretty decent. I had Spubby. Oh, I beat, the Persona 3 Reload DLC. That was pretty cool. It was worth slogging through. If I can't imagine trying to do that without the current quality of life improvements that Reload gave. I cannot imagine trying to do that in FES, bro. That would have been painful. How was your evening, son? I mean, your evening was pretty much your work, which I just asked about, so I suppose the answer is good. Yep, it's been chill. Hell yeah. Dan Dargle, could you stop dying, bro? Get a load of this guy. Oh, there's a torch there. That's why I can't roll through it. I was wondering what the hell I was getting stuck on. Yeah, this is late game night bomb. It's just a fun little time. Almost Muso-ish in its just mow down swaths of enemies. Let's see. I've gotten about halfway through this run. Favorite mechanic. The only game mechanic I can think of right now is the one chick from Final Fantasy 15, Cindy or whatever the hell. Shit ass joke. I promise Square Enix, I will play Final Fantasy IV one day. It's on my, it's... Lenny will gum you down for that! No! Lenny, please! It's very close on my list. Once I... It's not there in terms of, like, games I'm really pushing to play. But in terms of, like... I have various angles I'm attacking my you know, massive backlog at. One of those angles being the PlayStation Profiles Trophy Advisor, which basically organizes all your unearned trophies, which I really like. Just based on site rarity, the games with the most common trophies that I have yet to earn on my profile are Round Out by Paugi, which checks out. It's a word puzzle game. People love to just Google the answers to those games and get all the trophies. Cool, awesome, whatever. Which will take me a while because I actually, you know, play the games. So, once I finish that, next up is Final Fantasy IV. Because, for some reason, the Final Fantasy pixel remasters are very, like, low in terms of rarity. Like, I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy I has, like, a 70% platinum rate. This is like, I gotta swap blankets real quick. Okay, there we go. Like anything with customization. Good option, good option. Good answer, not option. What the fuck am I talking about? You can create a character if you can build or customize something in the game's world. I like survival type shit. Crafting, very casual gamer. Crafting's a good one. I love me a hot fucking crafting tree. It's one of my big reasons for liking Terraria as much as I do. Sorry, I started fucking sweltering. I had to swap out a pillow and fucking move shit off the bed. But I promise I'm back for real this time. But yeah, no, crafting, customization is one of the biggest reasons I like XCOM 2 as much as I do. I really hope XCOM 3 improves upon the soldier customization, because god fucking damn was it really fun to put like Kazuma Kiryu, Gonta Gokuhara, I don't know, it's been a while since I played V3. Haru Okumura and fucking I don't know, Will Metaphor on a fucking squad together and have them shoot aliens. Love that shit. I was trying to think of something not, you know, something that I actually put in while I... Scout TF2. Because I didn't start playing Metaphor until after I platinumed XCOM 2. As for survival, that may be a point where you and I differ, Koke. I struggle with survival games. I'm not great at, like, keeping my hunger and thirst and whatnot upkept, or sanity, if, you know, like we're talking Don't Starve. It's not a difficult thing to do. I just... Well, okay. Depending on the game, it's not a difficult thing to do. It was just something that I cannot ever seem to prioritize enough. I always forego it a little too much for whatever reason. And it bites me in the ass like a rabbit trying to get past me. Because I'm blocking its favorite path to against the wall. Totally understandable. I've failed many times at survival. Indeed. I mean, you know, some of them are designed to be difficult, some of them aren't. It's the survival genre. Bad Cat of the Week bit my ass. True! Bad Bunny of the Week ate my shirt. What are we looking like? What are we looking like? Spirit Walker Hearts, Ballhound Horns, and Safini Scales. I like that. Where am I right now? Ate a hole through my shirt despite not having teeth. Yeah, no, exactly. Lenny, how did you do that? You don't have teeth, bro. How did you puncture a hole in there, bro? Turn that down a little. What am I doing? Jewel crafting. Still don't have this unlocked. I gotta get Jewel Smith to 50. This I don't think I can do anything with. Survival just hits. It kinda do. We try to write that again. Okay. Let me just find something that isn't gonna use up my... Because I kind of need those right now. How about these? Justice? Yeah, I can work with that. Now, here's something rather strange about the jewel crafting in this system. I don't really know what's going on with it. There's not really a good guide for it. I mean, you know, it's Knights on 3. Nobody knows what this game is. So, you'd think that, like, you know, you got shards, you got crystals, and then you got potent crystals. You'd think that having the large crystal is the best for, like, churning out a bunch of shit. Not so. Okay, well, bad example, I guess. Jesus. Here, can I make an example like here, maybe? So we got, like, that. Huh. That's strange. I'm trying to make a point here, and now it's not. What about here? I can make 10 of those with that much. There we go. Then I throw in a crystal shard instead, a much lower on the tier list, and I can make 81. Go figure. Anyways, we'll do that with a magical attack, I guess. What do I have after the gems? Did I ever finish the fishing journal? I did not. Probably will have to work on that at some point. After gems... magic weaving? And then mining. Oh my god, I completely forgot mining was in this game. There is an entire mechanic in this game I've not even touched, bro. Shit's fucked up. So, as you can tell by the various different, like, journals and, you know, there being a, like, a creature party, and there's a whole ass journal for all the monsters you can catch. Can you tell that I used to really like Pokemon back in the day? Is it so glaringly obvious? What do you mean undiscovered? I've killed, like, hundreds of these things. How have I not discovered one of the drops yet? I'm so confused. I refuse to believe it's like a fucking 0.1% drop. Go figure. But I think creature collecting and taming and nicknaming and such, I think that's probably my favorite mechanic, which could be considered a subset to oops. No, I don't want to play feud with you, bro. Like a subset of just general collection, and you'd be right. So I have craft success rates up. Do I have one that, like... Do I have any equipment that is geared towards skill XP gain? Yeah, that. What do I have in the way of that? Because I could use that. Craft success. Skill XP 1%. Skill XP 1%. Craft success. Is there a gem for... Shit, of course. Of course it's the one I can't do right now. Get a load of this shit. If I punch these in manually, what can I do? Nothing. I just need a higher XP gain. I'm gonna have to sell a bunch of these fucking gems, bro. I don't need to. It's just massive fucking inventory clutter. I don't think there's a... Is there a community chest? There is! Oh, thank you, Cucumber. Okay. Give me a second to clean up my, like, entire inventory. Oh, I see you clarified something. Survival just gives me that dopamine hit, whereas, for example, I'm no good at strategy and I don't find it satisfying at all. That's so fair. Once again, that's where we differ. I fucking love strategy. I couldn't tell you why. It's probably the usual reason of it works your brain, and that probably ties to my dopamine receptors. But, like, hit me up with a strategy RPG, and I'm sold. I say playing fucking Musos and shit. Lord Cellrock? Fake fan? More of a creativity person. Indeed. I enjoy a good sandbox, don't get me wrong. Gather... Yes, oh my god, dude, I fucking love gathering resources. I know I was yapping to you about it once, but there is something about having a large variety of resources and having them, like, in exclusive areas and just going and gathering them for whatever miscellaneous task, whether it be a large crafting recipe, or like I need it for just a thing I want to make in general, like a build in Minecraft. I gotta go out and get, you know, however much, you know, X amount of this block and Y amount of that block. I love that shit. I love just being a fucking errand boy. But it's not even necessarily the going to get it and coming back, a la Death Stranding, even though I do like Death Stranding. It is specifically the exploration to discover and gather those resources. Also, sorry that I'm only just now cleaning up my inventory. I came back to this game after sinking, what, 100, almost exactly 100 hours in Ninth Dawn Remake for the Platinum. And I remembered that Ninth Dawn Remake had like a chest that, a traversing inventory. It was basically a fucking, like, ender chest from Minecraft. That you can store your shit in. And I never used it because there is not nearly as much shit in Remake as there is in 3. So I never had to deal with inventory clutter from trying to, like, max out various skills and journals, because I don't even think there were crafting journals in that game. I think it was just the item journal and the hunting journal and the fishing journal. I think those were the only 3 things you had to do for completion in that game. And thank God you didn't have to max summoning, because holy Christ, I had been using that since like a third of the way in the game. It was like, by the time I finished, it was like level 15 out of 100. And that shit has a long cooldown, so it would have been a long time for me to just spam the skills to grind them out. But yeah. I too enjoy a good, resource gathering sesh. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing in Ninth Dawn 3 right now. I need certain materials, and I gotta go out and get those materials to complete a task. That task being finishing the jewel crafting journal. Alright. I should be almost wrapped up here, I think. Oops. Oh yeah, we're getting to the end here. Okay. Awesome. That's great. That is like 50 pages out of my inventory that I don't have to worry about anymore. Which also means I can go into my... For the Japanese convention, nail down the bus stop. Let's fucking go. Go through my armors. Ooh, this actually has a skill XP gain buff. I may just slap that on for now. Skill XP gain 1%. 2.43. Damn, that's a crazy fucking jacket. I love that. .04. Found where we can park for free and just ride into the city. Excellent. I do enjoy that. 1%. Nothing on the pants. 1%. Unidentified. My affinity for customization has no bounds. Decorate the type of chocolate you want to sell. Design an outfit to beat your opponents. Build a pretty house. Design a base that works well. Hell yeah. We should play No Man's Sky sometime. You may potentially get a kick out of it. Some good shit in there, but not enough to beat out what I've got. Literally out of water running, so sorry. What am I getting kicked out of? No Man's Sky. Base building, resource gathering. Got 2.86. I like the sound of that. Ooh, 4.8. Hell yeah. 2.5. No shot I get something that beats out 5.26. And finally the magic armor. Which some of these I can't even equip because I don't have my magic armor skill very buffed. True, hell yeah. Yeah, No Man's Sky is a grand old time. Ah, shit, of course! Of course you do this to me! Damn, never mind, we good! Saved by the Bone Soul Waste Robes, bro. Alright, what do we got in terms of relics? I probably don't need the craft success rate boosts. Well, actually, I should probably double check what I'm... Damn it, I don't fucking care. Bye, Juntilf. Okay, yeah, we still got 100% success on that. Okay, let's check my relics. Holy hell. Okay. Skill XP gain, I like that. Alright, we'll hit up the skill XP gain, and then I'm gonna check again. Because that had a lot bonus. Okay. Such a human on God. I love to harvest, create, build. Dopamine. True, bro. True. Can I not identify it? What do you mean place item, bro? Oh! Fuck off. I don't want to play field with you. I want to switch back because I accidentally hit the fucking triangle button. You're so mean. An asshole. Alright. Health. Alright, nothing on capes. What do we got in belts? 2.83. Oh yeah, that's it. 2.83. 1.0. Do I not have anything for necklaces? I guess I don't. And then I don't have much for rings. I had like a couple that had skill XP up. And I think those were it. Let me just double check, make sure I'm not missing a third one. There is a third one there. There's a fourth one. I have a shit ton of rings. Jesus Christ. Okay. One more check on jewel craft percentage. Yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, I should probably, I think I did justice, so I should probably use up my soul equipment. Maybe I used my soul equipment. Oh no, I still have some. Apparently. Let's fucking go. That a little creation. We'll see if I can go more than just a single level this time. Hi, Mr. Gay. Hello, Wonder Bread. Also known as Mr. Gayer. How goes it? Progress, let's go. Playing on my nephew's GTA account while some random user's driving me around. Hell yeah, gotta love it. Not me, though, because I'm a hater. I'm so excited to not spend $80+ when GTA 6 launches. Now, catch me at a Yakuza release date, I might be a little cooked. Jesus Christ, how much of this soul shit do I have? I guess I grinded a lot in the fucking Frost Cavern. Hello, Legal. There's this, did you say barren land? Like, to the east of Lorwick's castle, there's a bit of barren land. It's a bit dangerous out there, I suppose. That might be why it's off limits. Not a huge GTA fan. I like flying planes, smashing up cars. Honestly, I'm gonna be so real. The driving is definitely the focal point of GTA. I find the driving in Watch Dogs more fun. Call me crazy, because I probably am. But I have a grander time fucking around in fucking Watch Dogs than I do in GTA. I love the cop chases in those too. You got, I mean, you can like fucking like hack the traffic lights and just obliterate the cop cars that are chasing you. It's great. I didn't like Watch Dogs. I never gave it a chance. The first one, because for what it's worth, that's not an uncommon take. A lot of people liked this, like, many say that Watch Dogs 2 is the focal point of the Watch Dogs series. And you know what? I might agree. I might agree. It's pretty good. I don't know if I like one more. Oh dude, there's 3. There's Watch Dogs, Watch Dogs 2, and Watch Dogs Legion. But nobody likes Legion. I don't know why. I thought Legion was fun. I didn't finish it. I should. I guess it's because Legion focuses a bit more on a gimmick than it does solidifying core gameplay or having a solidified story. I get you being into that type of game considering how you like Yakuza. Honestly, Yakuza doesn't even really have, like, fuck around ability like GTA does. I'm trying to think of what Yakuza is more in line with. Because, you know, you hear crime... It's not even a sandbox game, which is where the big difference comes in. Yakuza's an RPG. Isn't Watch Dogs more mafia-based story? The first one is. The first one definitely centers around, like, a mafia and some government shit and whatever the hell. Watch Dogs 2... Watch Dogs 2 doesn't really have, any sort of mafia shit. It's pretty much a story about, you know, you get into this hacker friend group and you end up just stick it to fucking CTOS. Whatever the fuck their company is in Watch Dogs. I don't remember. Point being, fuck 'em. Alright, we used up our soul shit. Got our knowledge shit, which I don't want to use. Is that our knowledge shit? Shouldn't be. 10 it is. How's Mr. Cell doing? I am chillin'. I had some spubby. I finished Persona 3 Reload. A grand old time. Grand old time. You know what? I suppose it's probably best for me to use my knowledge shit just because that's where most of my... Because it's a higher tier gem, it's likely to give more XP. And now that I have a knowledge thing unlocked, I think grinding for the knowledge materials as opposed to the soul or justice materials is going to be a better XP grind. I could be wrong. But... Oh yeah, no, there's like a lot left in that. I should see about trying to maybe make some headway on the magic weaving while I'm waiting for that to go. Where is the magic weaving? Would it be... And it's like armor crafting, potentially? Not really? It is not. Weapon shop. The best meat. Cooking. Have I finished the cooking journal yet? No. Sorry, I have a lot of these that I need to make. Do I have anything that requires specific food? Because I need legendary fish for that. Legendary and rainbow. Golden fish. I think I just used one of my golden fish. Rip me. Prawns and crabs. I have those, actually. I can make some headway on this. Take a look at this. Collect. Let's go. Should have some more to make. Excellent. 19. Alright. I think I might have already asked. How is Wonder Bread doing? Great fish. Ooh, no. We need to save those. $11 out of 60 created. That we're at 47. We're almost to 50. Almost to 50, and then we'll have whatever the hell this is. I think Lenny's rubbing off on I think Lenny's rubbing off on Ren. I pet Ren and he sprawled out for me to pet him more. Yo! Good. You'd love to see it. Alright, let's put these fucking gems away. And already I have several pages of inventory filled with these goddamn gems. You did, but I only half answered, I think. Good, very tired. Got my speaker done today. Doing the final touches while watching the stream. Hell yeah! Yeah, I think I saw you mention the speaker earlier in Fluffy Council. My ass is so bruised. That's a crazy sentence to say. For context, Koke fell down the stairs. Or slipped down the stairs, I should say. No head injuries, just ass injuries. Koke is Bella? I don't get that reference. Broken heart emoji. Alright, let us go a-grindin'. It's true, I slid down a whole flight of stairs. Ass tenderized is crazy. It's all good. It's a reference to Oh, gotcha. I should have guessed Twilight. You mentioned it last time on the pizzeria stream. What am I doing? I'm checking Rolf's level. Almost ready to morph. Now, I don't know a great way to estimate the grind on this game, but I have to morph a single creature 50 times. I think I've morphed Rolf. I can check that actually. 3 times. Now, I think he gets to level up faster as you go. Not by much, but, you know, morph a single creature long enough and they basically become invincible gods. Back to another grind run. By the way, if any of this looks fun, you can get this game on mobile. And I am a professional 9th Dawn. I literally am a professional 9th Dawn shill. I get paid to stream. Valorware, sponsor me. Actually, don't sponsor me. I'd feel bad taking your money, actually. I think an important thing to clarify is this entire game is made by a single dude. One guy. All of it. One dude. Which I honestly, so impressive. The goddamn. Portal. Probably go this way. I wonder if it's a bad idea for me to be focusing on jewel crafting so hard initially. Also, one of the downsides to coming back from 9th Dawn 3 to 9th Dawn Remake as opposed to a Pro, Remake's fishing system was a lot better. And I don't just say that because they changed it from a normal fishing to Vampire Survivors-like minigame. I say that because in a single minigame you could get hundreds of fish. In this one it's one per. And depending on how much of a fuck-ass that fish is, you could be... You could be down there for a while. It could take like an entire minute to catch one fish. Damn, I'm almost level 99? That's fucking insane, actually. Going from 1 to 100 in Remake was pretty quick in comparison to this. I've played this game almost as long as I have Remake. And... oh golly gosh. I think the fact that I haven't reached 100 yet says something. Now, maybe it says something about what equipment I had on during my Remake playthrough as opposed to my 3 playthrough, but... I have a good question of the day for another time that'll be in a similar vein to this one. And I'm proud of it because I was the one who thought of it. I didn't steal this from anywhere. Honestly, I might put it on the Pokemon stream. I must admit, I do be a little nervous about my upcoming gym fight in Pokemon Emerald. I just lost my Dark type, which is not good to say the least, considering I need the immunity that Dark provides to, you know, have a good shot at surviving. Not that I can't survive in comparison with, you know, some resisting, but, you know, immunity, you know, taking some damage is a lot worse than taking no damage, so... We will hope... Apparently this next fight is one of the run killers. Do I have any, like, potion that cures my ailments? Oh, what the fuck? Skill XP bonus, 150% effectiveness. I had no idea. I should be fucking chugging that shit, god damn. Cures bleeding, cures confusion, cures poison, bottled leech. Cures a bunch of statuses. That might be good. What about my cooking? Good to know, good to know. Alright, chat, $38 after shipping. Should I get the Cutie desk mat? Sale ends in 1 hour. What is the Cutie desk mat? Is that the one with the bunny and the cherry tree? Bungie and cherry. That is a good question. If you're comfortable sharing, how much do you make an hour? I forget personally. Because my ask is gonna be, you know, divide the price by how much you make an hour, and, you know, $12.50. Okay, $12.50. 36, 38, maybe 13. So pre-tax, that's 3 hours. What do you is that desk mat worth 3 hours of your time? And it's okay if the answer is, I have no idea. Probably more like 4. Probably is, since I don't really like the others. Yeah, then honestly, I would say go ahead and grab it. Oh yeah, I have fucking attributes to spend. Stick it all in wisdom. This was from an Etsy shop with good reviews, hence the slight upcharge, also shipping from UK. I mean, I do like me a good Etsy support. Etsy's got some good shit. It's a lot closer to a worker co-op than Amazon is, that's for sure. Even though it's not by much in the grand scheme. My bike parts from overseas, had to pay to get my package. Where did you get your Netherlands? Huh. What service did you... Was it because... I recently got a package from overseas. I didn't have any extra charge to, like, pick it up. And by recently, I do mean recently. I think it was through FedEx. Order placed, arriving in 2 weeks. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, we back. I forgot that I do have a secondary guy to switch to if the going gets rough. You don't get that in Remake. Wait, I should probably revive the rest of my party. I mean, honestly, fuck FedEx in general, though. Never have I ever had to report a package because it was so damaged. FedEx, more like bad. True! I should have a few times USPS. A few times what? Should have reported. Gotcha. Yeah, I have heard mixed reviews with USPS. Not incredibly reliable. But I would rather trust USPS than FedEx. For whatever nothing that may be worth. FedEx also didn't do shit. They said, actually, it wasn't our fault. So I had to go bitch to GameStop. Haven't had many issues, ordered quite many things, 95% of the time they do good. Indeed. So far, my only complaints with USPS has been not even their fault. It's just that my new place, we don't have like mailboxes attached to our houses. We actually have like a dedicated, like a mail building where all the boxes are stored, pretty much. And there's, what, like 40 quote-unquote parcel lockers, because the actual boxes themselves are thinner than a fucking... They're smaller than a goddamn middle school locker, dude. Like the tiny ones. And so, if you have anything bigger than, like, a sizable book, it's got to go in the parcel locker. And there's more than 40 people who live here. I can guarantee you that. Which means that... What does it mean? Which means that if all of those lockers are filled, they gotta shove it in the back of the actual post office, which thankfully is just down the road. But then you gotta, you know, wait in the line with like 4 other old people trying to either get a package or, you know, talk about something else. And if there's going to be one of them that has a more complicated request than just, hey, can I get my package from you guys? So it becomes like a 15-minute ordeal. It's not too bad. I'm mostly playing up the bitching, but yeah, it's it's something, and it's also more so the fault of my current place. This isn't the right way. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do I have for justice? Nothing. Nothing? Alright, this ain't shit, so we're just gonna grab it. Got soul here. I could probably get a good 80 out of this. Close enough. We'll take it, we'll take it. Orchestral hits a bit loud. It kind of does. I'm gonna see if there's like some options in here to... How did I get it to 85? Turn it down on both ends a little. Alright, we should be very close to getting level 50 on Jewelcraft. Here's hoping. Oh, thank God I can see what fish are where. That's awesome, actually. What do I need for the fishing journal? Pikefish. Pikefish and Sinrock. Pikefish and Minhern. Pikefish in... That might be it. That do look to be it. Sinrock and Minhern. And I might just do Minhern because that also has mega bass fish. Alright, we are going to chug one of these teas. Give that a collect. And we're going to do it... Not again. We're going to grab this. We're going to grab this, actually. And we're going to do with this one to really push the limits of my mats. And ideally, with this next roundabout here, it should give me 1.5 levels if I'm gauging correctly. And we'll hit level 50, and then we can get to work on that next jewel. Making progress. There's got to be a place here to do magic weaving, surely. I can alchemize. Get some alchemy experience, LMAO. I can make some enlightened tea. That actually might be important. With all the whispering, kind of weird, bruv. Okay. Still working on that. Might as well take a look here. How much special roasted meat do I need? 40. Good progress there. Got that. Very cool. I think that's about all the enlightened tea we can make. This should be ready. Don't need the experience. Fried shellfish, out of prawns and crabs, feast of meat. I need 56. Get that going. This here is probably ready. Almost. Huh. Wonder what that in the corner is that's flashing like that. This might actually be ready already. Yep. We got Feast of Veg. I think also at 56? No, 57. Excellent. Yes, 50. Spell attack bonus. That is what I like to see. How much can we do? 3. We do only have the 1 Stephini scale. But I will fucking take it. Hell yeah. Let's see. I need golden fish for that. Crystal salts. What the hell are crystal salts? Let's take a look. Are they just random drops from enemies then? Is that what that is? It appears so. And how many do I need? 44? I can make 34. Bro, I'm gonna make the best shift drink tomorrow. Hell yeah. Veg master bake. How much we got here? Do 31. We're getting close with the cooking journal as well, but unfortunately it does kind of go hand in hand with the fishing journal. Alright. Back to the cursed lair to go for another round of material grinding. Master what now? Okay. Bro balded me? How could you? Actually, what did I say? Master... Yeah. Because I knew it when I said it. I'm like, like, okay, I see. That's... Alright, I see your game. And then... Ren home would have been ideal, but Bald will do. True. I need to get Ren home in here. Oh, that's why, because that's Jeremiah's health bar, it's not mine. Speaker fail? No! You know what? In future streams of this, because I'm probably gonna just stream this whenever. I won't like save the grinding specifically for streaming, but there's gonna be a lot, so I might as well try and push myself to get that 9th on 3 plat sooner than later. My question is, would you guys want me to swap out the game music for my own? You know, as fitting as this soundtrack is for the game itself. Say yes, pop on a soundtrack, bet. I may use the soundtrack I had from a Little Alchemy streams playlist, add to it a bit. Oh shit, what am I doing? I need to morph Rolf. I think I can, at least. Oh yeah, bro got to level 15 with 1 kill. RIP Finch goals today. Oh no! I have to admit, I haven't written a journal entry in a couple weeks. Probably. Got out of bed, went to work, that's about it. True. Same blog. Yeah. I feel bad. Count plants in Banui? True. Alright, these fuckers are just dead for whatever reason. Alright. Come on, give me something good, give me something good. There's no shot, I landed on... Okay, Fuico. That's 1. Fucking next again, oh my god. There is no shot, bro. I'm just spamming the down button. Humbrous. That's 2. Quellshoe comes back. And Gully comes back. Okay. Let us continue. Now, chat, I know this may sound crazy. It also may not sound crazy and or possibly just on par with my character. I think it would be kind of cool to make game guides. Like physical ones. Walked in on Lenny, absolutely slobbering Ren. Lenny. So strange. how you look right now. I'm going to break into your house at night and put ice in your bed while you sleep. Ren loved it. He was getting a whole bath. True. Amazing threat. Thank you. Lenny say, my turn now. True. But yeah, I've been thinking about it because the biggest barrier normally is when I have to be the one to gather the information. However, for games such as Ninth Dawn 3 or the Yakuza games, the information is almost entirely provided already by someone else. And like, you know, I'm not doing this as like a physical make money way. This is more for like, I want to put this shit on my shelf. And I mean, shit. I would even ask the person, like, hey, I compiled this shit into, like, a physical thing. I know this is really just a niche, like, fucking collector's thing. But if you want to, like, make, like, an actual print run of this in a physical thing, that would be really cool, I think. Just because, you know, I'm not the one who compiled the information, you know. I mean, in a sense, yes, but also in a sense, no. Because I more so adjusted it into a physical, into a format that fits a physical thing. Bro, homemade game guys would be so cute. They would. The one thing... No, that's not true. The one thing I don't like about the internet is that it got rid of these things for me to buy. No, there's so much worse shit on the internet, oh my god. But, small of course, I know you're not about the money, but still. Yeah, no, I mean... Game guides aren't... You don't really buy... You don't spend $20 to get answers on a video game. You look that shit up online and fucking read the Reddit or GameFAQs forum. Yeah, the only thing you gotta pay is the internet fee you're already paying. So guides are a lot more just kind of a collector's thing these days. So like Ninth Dawn 3, for example, not really gonna have a large base of people who would want to buy a, you know, multi-hundred-page walkthrough and general information guide on this indie game. Do you remember those thick-ass cheat code books? I do. That shit... There was always at least, like, two, like, on a really bad year for, like, the Scholastic book fairs. There was always at least a couple, but usually there were, like, around 5. Which also, I kind of miss cheat codes a little. Not to a major extent, but like there's something a little novel about, you know, having to input a funky little code instead of just going into the debug menu or whatever. I should also mention, this game has a debug menu, and even then, the platinum is still ultra rare because it's so grindy even with the debug menu that you have to, you know, it still takes hundreds of hours just because you have to like manually input spawn item blank, or whatever the fuck. And there's like over 1,000 items. I don't even know if you can actually spawn items. I think you have to like spawn enemies or something. But you know, it's a whole thing. At least it's guaranteed to. Indeed, I know. Like, if you look through the Jak and Daxter series, I think you'll notice that Jak 2 has an abnormally high platinum rate in comparison to, you know, every other game in the franchise, and that's because Jak 2, you can access the debug menu, and it does not block trophies. So I've never used the console in this game. I've never opened the debug menu. I've never gotten like stuck, so I never had to like do the force respawn even. I've performed this journey entirely legit so far, and I continue to keep it that way. But yeah, not many games really seem to make sense to have cheat codes. This is true. I mean, a lot of them. It's a lot of cheat codes more so fall under, like, you know, if you're gonna quote unquote cheat, usually it's either, you know, just like, it's either something as far as like invincibility or like hacking a 3 billion damage sword to just mow through everything. Or it's, you know, like, make the game negative. Or change the sounds to a funky little sound font. Shit like that. And the former, you know, there's a reason you can't just put that shit in a code. And the latter, they're more so just for fun settings. With the game guide specifically, to run back to that, I don't know if Valorware himself made it, but there is a... I'm imagining he did, because it is on his site, but it could have, you know, it could have been all compiled by somebody else with like a fucking GitHub code scraper or whatever. But he, you know, he has a whole, like, guide for the location of every item, the location of every enemy, how many enemies are in a certain location, all that type of shit, which is really fucking helpful. You have no idea. And I can just see it so clearly in, like, a thick fucking physical hardcover book. You know, open it up, get like the in-game screenshots of the maps. Hell, fucking like, even just like rip that shit. You know, that'd be cool. That way all the enemies are in their placed tiles. Because one of the important things with these games is enemies, like some enemies are only in certain parts of a dungeon. For example, the plagued crawlers, they aren't in most of the, there's only 7 of them, so you gotta really figure out where the hell they are. And so if you're gonna rip an in-game map to put in for a guide, you'll kind of want to have the enemy locations as well. And I'd like to not have to do like rough estimates. But you know, I don't know if there's a no-clip tool for this game, so to say, you know? I'm sure I could ask, like, if I make progress on this little idea of mine ever, I could probably show, like, the proof of concept of what I've got going to Valorware and be like, hey, so I'm like compiling all this shit into like a physical guide for shits and giggles because I